Hi, Namaste. Welcome back to our channel. I am Gautami. In this video, I am going to discuss about a topic that is so many people are complaining that they are not having enough time to learn English, enough time to gain that fluency while speaking English. So, let us discuss about this in today's video. I agree that each and everyone have our own responsibilities, right? Some of us may be students, some of us may be employees, some of us may be housewives who need to take care of their children, who need to get ready, pack lunch boxes to their children and their husbands and stuff like that, right? So all of us may not have a suitable environment to immerse ourselves in English, but if we want to speak English fluently, it is essential to immerse ourselves in English, right? You may be thinking that you don't have a suitable environment around you and you can't immerse yourself in English. But let me tell you one thing, and you need to think, okay? The thing is that how did you learn your mother tongue? It may be Telugu, it may be Hindi, it may be Tamil, whatever language it may be. How did you learn it? Did you sit with a bunch of books and mug up everything? No, right? What have you done is that you have been exposed more and more to your native language. That is the reason, without even studying academically, you gained that confidence to speak in your native language, right? That is same with English language also. First of all, remove thinking about English as a subject. Okay, leave that apart. You need to think English is just a language. Okay, if you take out that one point from your mind, that English is a subject, and if you tell to yourself more and more that English is just a language that I need to master, then you need not work too hard to gain fluency. So this is what you need to do. Just you need to immerse yourself. Okay, you need to mingle with more and more people who are speaking in English. While immersing yourself in English, the foremost priority must be given to the consumption activities, because without consuming anything, you will not be able to create anything. Okay, at your initial stages, make sure that you are giving your 80% to the consumption activity and 20% to the creation activity. It will be okay. When you reach the intermediate stage, then try to make sure that you are consuming English 50% and at the same time creating English 50%. And once you are in the advanced level, then you need to make sure that you are preferring more to create a lot of content instead of consuming it. So as a beginner, you need to make sure that you are reading and listening more and more. Whenever it is possible, you need to listen more and watch more. Many people complain that, hey, I even don't have time to watch movies in my native language. Then how can I make time to watch movies in English? Right? This is the big question mark. I have a solution for you people also. If you are in that case, then I would suggest you to listen rather than to watch. Okay, this is what I also do, because I am also a housewife and I also have my own things to do, right? So what I do generally is that I prefer to listen more and watching English content if I don't find any time. One habit what I have is that while doing one work, I prefer to listen English content. This is helping me a lot. Whenever I cook, whenever I wash clothes, whenever I clean my dishes, or whenever I sweep my home, whatever work I do, whenever I getting my baby ready, whatever it is, I make sure that I am listening to English content so that I'm not wasting my time, and at the same time I am learning English in the form of listening. Okay, it may not be active listening, but I make sure that I am surrounding myself with English in this way. So if you also don't have specific time to watch movies in English or watch any English content, then make sure that you are consuming in the form of listening. While doing these activities, social media became a great help for me. Yes, social media is a blessing and a boon. If you use it in a good way, then it is really a blessing, and if you are not using it in a good way and diving into some other topics, it is really a mess. Yes, so it is in your hands. I know that each and every one of you have an Instagram account, Facebook account, share chat, whatnot. everything. I'm damn sure that you may be using at least 2 or 3 online social platform applications, right? So, whenever you find time or before going to bed, what you do is that you would just open your Instagram and scroll, right? What are you watching there? What I recommend you is that use Instagram, but make sure that you are learning something in English while using it also. Okay, there are so many content creators on Instagram also who make a lot of videos in English. Okay, I'm telling in English, not about English. It may not be about how to learn English like that, but watch something that you are interested in English. Okay, so that you are going to watch what are you interested, and at the same time you are going to learn some of the new vocabulary and gain some knowledge in English. Make sure that you are using each and every social platform in a good way. Okay, it must be useful to you. It must bring growth to your bright future. Okay, the next thing I tell regularly is that you need to read books, right? So I know what are you going to tell now. I don't have time even to read anything, even to watch anything. Then how are you telling me that it's not going to happen with me, right? That is what you are going to tell to me. I have a solution for you. The thing is that you have your phone, right? What you need to do is that just simply go to the Google or Chrome and type whatever you want to search and whatever you are interested in. Make sure that you are reading it in English. It is also a reading, right? You need not go somewhere and grab a book. If you really don't have any time to read any book, then make sure that you are using your mobile. I use my mobile a lot to read. Yes, even I read a lot of content on my mobile instead in books. Sometimes I prefer to read on a mobile only. So, whenever you find time and you don't find anything around you but you want to read anything, make the use of the Google. Okay, make sure that you are typing something that you are interested in and you are going to read that article or blog and try to understand that. If possible, try to read on different aspects so that you would expand your vocabulary and you would find a number of new words to add up to your vocabulary. The next thing is my favorite that I do each and every minute. Yes, what you have heard now is exactly true. Each and every minute I do this. That is thinking in English. Yes, I do it each and every minute. If you are able to think in English, then it means that you are immersing yourself in English 100%. Believe me, thinking in English changed my game of speaking English. The moment I started to think in English, then I came to know that eventually, day by day, I was doing the same thing the whole day. Whenever I watch a movie in Telugu or whenever I'm watching some content in Telugu, without knowing, I am translating each and every dialogue in English. Would you believe it? That is how much I habituated myself to think in English. At the initial stages, it was so tough that I was not even able to think in English because I don't know any words. I could not translate the words. If you are a person who are good at translating, try to stop the translation process and try to start thinking in English each and every time you hear something in your native language. It is very effective because you will be hearing something or the other, right? Try to translate that in English and you will be speaking to yourself the whole day, something or the other. You can't stop thinking. Right now also I am thinking what I need to say next, right? I did not prepare any notes for this separately. I am thinking here and I am speaking it with my mouth. That is what I am doing now. So whatever you think, try to think in English. It is a very effective way. It will for sure change the game of your speaking skills. The next thing that you can do is that once you are able to think in English and frame sentences, try to make small sentences and try to speak out. Okay? How perfect you may be in thinking in English and how perfectly you may be making sentences in English, but it will not be useful to you if you are not able to speak it out. So once you know that you are thinking in English, then make sure that you are using those small sentences out. Okay, for example, if you go to an ice cream parlor, you need an ice cream. So instead of asking that in your native language, try to ask in English. Try to use English as much as possible. At the initial stages, try to use only 2 or 3 words, like 2 word sentences, 3 word sentences. Okay, later on you can increase the complexity of your language. At the initial stages, try to be simple and try to speak slowly. Okay, even I used to speak very slowly, but I don't know, nowadays I think I am rushing because I am getting a lot of comments that ma'am speak slow. Do I speak very fast? Let me know, I will try to pace it. And now let's not deviate. The thing is that you need to speak out. Okay, once you speak out, then the hesitation feeling, that fear that you are having about speaking out this language will reduce day by day, and you will eventually feel free to speak in English. See, at the initial stages, I was not like this. Whenever I want to start speaking in English, my heart starts to pound a lot. I was not like this. I was not sure that I could speak English. I used to maintain a note. I used to study that. I used to rehearsal it in front of the mirror twice, thrice, and then I used to record. And while recording also, I used to pause and again record. I used to pause. If I did not like it, I used to delete the videos and again I used to record. That was my stage. Yes, there were videos when I was shivering while recording it also. But I made a decision that I need to improve my English skills. I need to improve my communication skills. And right now I am in front of you like this. I have struggled a lot. I have faced a lot. But I changed myself. I overcame them. If you are afraid of speaking English, you are the one that is stopping you from speaking English. Please put your fear aside. Just start speaking with small simple sentences and try to increase the complexity. Okay? One more thing you need to remember is that at the initial stages, try to speak to yourself. Okay, there is no need that right from the first day itself you need to make a call on some application and you need to speak English. No, it is not going to happen with you because there are so many people who can't gain confidence. Even I am not confident from the day one, right? So if you are in your initial stages and if you don't have any time, then make sure that you are speaking to yourself. Whenever you are alone, try to speak. Once you are comfortable speaking to yourself in English, then find some partner or tutor or any online application to speak to someone. It will be really helpful. So this is how you can manage your time if you think. Remember one thing, if you love something, if you have zeal to succeed in something, or if you have passion to learn something, then no one can stop you. Even if you face a lot of hurdles, you will find ways to overcome them. Instead of telling that I don't have time, just sit down and think, where are you wasting your time? Whenever you are wasting your time, just make sure that you are utilizing the time to learn English. Okay, that is how you need to shift each and everything. Okay, you can do it. I know you can do it. If I am a housewife, I have a baby whom I need to take care of, even then I am able to learn English, speak English, and make videos also to help other people like you to learn English. Then why can't you? If I can, you can do it 100%. So please start learning English and don't say that I don't have time once again. Okay, so that is all for this video. If you find it useful, please make sure that you are hitting the like button and subscribe the channel if you are new. And not only that, share it to your friends and family members who are very eager to learn English. It will help me a lot to grow my community. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me till then. See you soon in the next video.